Oh, and look at me, napping away.
Let me guess, we passed out from that.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god, I just realized something.
What?
Just watch.
Oh! I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
We have the same hair.
The same face, almost.
Yeah. Just, that's an elf.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you frightened? What happened?
Because we look like
That's
twins.
wrong, isn't it? I said the wrong thing.
I don't think so.
I beg your forgiveness
She's-
and your blessing.
Aww.
I am but a humble servant.
No.
Even as
You
an
are back
elf,
in
she does
Haven,
this.
my
There is
lady.
no way to make
say you
her
saved us.
feel better.
The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
3 days. We were unconscious for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
So you're saying they're happy with me?
I'm only saying what I heard. I didn't mean anything by it.
This poor lady.
I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
Oh, poor thing.
I know.
Why would anyone be mean to her? Can you be mean to her?
Probably. But... Okay, there goes the lag. And this is where I get all the stuff for, like, playing the game for a while. And also for owning a couple of the DLCs. Let me show you one of them. This is my favorite.
Oh. Oh, we got a
It-
nice toned tummy. Ew.
Yeah, it's Avar armor. They're like warrior people. And this is what the Arashok wears. It's not meant for ladies.
That was meant for a dude.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't have this.
Oh.
It's just
Just
big
those
shoulder.
straps.
It's the straps and the big shoulder pieces.
Mm.
But I mean, they obviously can't show the boobs, despite the fact that they show boobs in this game. Oh, whoa! I didn't know you had a dagger of the dragon.
I think we just got that.
But no, well, I've always gotten a staff before. I just thought it was always a staff. But then again, when I had my archer, it was a bow. Huh. Is this the? Oh well, I just checked all the armor. Okay, and this is why we see. This is why the game is so slow right now.
Because it's giving us all that stuff.
Well, no, because it's all these people.
Oh.
That's the Herald of Andraste.
And now they're calling us the Herald of Andraste.
Mm-hmm.
That's her. She stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
And now we see all the clergy.
I mean, is that the... Who's that lady? The one with the hand on hip.
Nobody special.
Huh.
Just a
She's
lady.
wearing what, that
These
Juliana.
two ladies both look like a lady we meet later named Mother Giselle.
Of
And
course.
through that door is where we were locked up.
Ah.
Have you gone completely mad?
Oh, is that douchebag?
Yep.
Chain her!
Oh, that's some awesome...
I want her prepared
Those
for
are the
travel to the
Templars.
capital for trial.
awesome armor.
Disregard
Yeah.
that and leave us.
What is up with that thing?
You walk a dangerous
Over your
line.
heart, I guess.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
Bureaucratic rich prick.
So I'm still a suspect, even after what we just did.
You absolutely are.
Can I punch you?
No, she is not.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others.
Most holy, they
or
keep saying that.
have
What does that
allies who
mean?
yet
It's the
live.
divine.
I
She's the most holy.
am a suspect,
You and many others.
but not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The divine called to her for help.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
What's Providence?
It's basically like I know, just it's basically kind of. I'm not gonna give this a good definition. Blessed be the Maker. Are we gonna be religious?
We're rogue. I don't think we can be religious.
Well, I mean, like I said, Chantry Assassin was kind of the.
Oh, good point. That was your headcanon. Did you tell them?
No, probably not.
Okay. Well, then do blessed be the Maker and explain.
Though all before me
look
is
at
shadow,
Cassandra
yet shall
approves
the
because-
Maker be my guide.
We lost everything then.
I just quoted
Out of nowhere,
the
you came.
chant.
Well, I assume so,
The breach
considering it was in
remains.
quotes.
And your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not
Is
for you
her name's
to decide.
Liliana.
Mm-hmm.
Is she not religious?
Oh, she's uber religious.
So
You
why
know
didn't
what
she
this
prove?
is,
Oh, she's not.
Chancellor.
She's not a
A
companion.
writ from the divine, granting us the authority
It's one of
to
the most
act.
stressful things is you don't
As
know
of
how
this
your
moment, I declare the
how your,
Inquisition reborn.
advisors approve
We
of
will
you.
close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
Yeah.
Bitch.
But he has that mark on his head thingy that she has.
This is the
true.
Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader.
To prove that
No
she's uber
numbers.
religious, in the first game, she
now,
believed
no
that
Chantry
she was
support.
having visions
But
from the
we
Maker.
have no choice. We must act now.
Why?
And with you.
What was going on with her?
Uh,
She's an archer, not a mage, so I wouldn't expect her to
we,
have
we
any
also
sort of...
we also discovered her in a church, but she had this whole like she was a bard and her profession was killing people, and
You're a bard who kills people. Aren't
well
bards song?
they're spies. In this they're spies.
Oh, and this they're spies.
Sort of. I
And
mean
you
they
couldn't
also
give
they
them a
are
new
they
name?
sing and stuff too, so they are bards. They are performers, but they're performers who are used to spy on people and stuff, and
That is
to
very
occasionally kill
smart.
people.
That is very smart. No one would suspect a bard.
And some stuff happened. She was betrayed. She lost, like she was going to be killed, and then she found the Maker, basically. And it's actually possible for her to die in the first game.
Then somehow she'd be brought back.
Yeah, nobody knows how she came back, why she's alive or anything.
Nice. I want to help.
If you're truly trying to restore
I completely forgot
order,
what everyone was saying, so I was
That
just
is
like,
the plan.
the first one's usually good.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
That doesn't look humanly possible. Like, ow. That even hurt my wrist a little bit trying to imitate.
Yeah, that's Josephine. She's bi. And maybe also had a thing with Liliana at one point.
Nice.
Because she...
Liliana seems asexual to me.
Oh no. She was like...
What, did those ravens have red eyes?
Yes, I think. They're already wearing Inquisition armor. You can already see, like, on their little tail flap that was the Inquisition sign. And this is the Templars.
So she sent it to the Templars and the Mages.
The Mages. This
They're
is
on
Redcliffe
boats?
Village.
They're in a village?
It's a... Yeah, it's... They explain later, but, like, that was where they were given refuge. They were allowed to stay there during the... Well, there were peace talks were happening. See, there was the Inquisition Eye thing. Chancellor Roderick's pissed.
Was that saying join the Inquisition?
And officially saying it's formed and blah blah blah. And the Inquisition of old basically led to the Chantry and the Templars and all this stuff. So it's kind of like,
was
oh
that-
yes, now we're wearing better armor.
Was that eye thing the old Inquisition's thing too?
Probably.
Then that's probably why it's shown.
Probably. Oh. Isn't this armor much better? Plus, I like this little thing on her hip because it's like her lockpicking kit.
Not my type of armor.
Yeah. Dragon Age Inquisition. Pa-da-da. And now we're at the title card. Oh, look at that dagger.
Well,
We have to speak to her.
I suppose. No, my
Thren?
lady, I don't know where
Thren.
the other nobles are. I suggest you ask Ambassador Montillier.
Montilier.
You're her.
Josephine
Thren.
Montilier is her name.
Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you
What kind
bringing
of
it
hat
in.
is she wearing?
It's like... Oops, I can't do it like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool, the little feathery looking thing.
It looks like kind of like a towel wrapped around her head, but then it looks also like it's just a hat. Yeah, I don't want to really ask questions.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site. Maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
Harriet?
He's the blacksmith.
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Yeah, I don't want to ask her because
Farewell.
questions because I
Might be
don't like
coming.
her.
Oh, well, she does seem uptight.
Yeah. Here's Solus.
The chosen of Andraste. A blessed hero sent to save us all.
Ooh, I like that outfit.
His or?
His.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffon, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary.
Posturing? What does that mean?
Kind of
I've
like
journeyed
keeping up
to the
appearances.
fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
He loves
do you
when you
mean,
ask
ruins
questions.
and
He's like the
battlefields?
easiest person to gain
Any building
approval
strong
from.
enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the fade. I can find memories no other living being
He's
has ever
got some
seen.
very lazy eyes. Almost.
You fall asleep in the middle
Lazy
of
eye.
ancient
Let me
ruins.
see.
Isn't that
Show
dangerous?
me your face, Solus.
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
What do you mean, just like squinty? Or?
Yeah, and sometimes the way his eyes move. It's just like half.
I've never
trying.
heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of
wanna
finding
study.
remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream?
Yeah. Well, he's
I
a thing
would
called a
not trade it for
dreamer,
anything.
and
I
it's
will
a
stay.
harder.
At least
um,
until the breach has been closed.
It
Was
seems
that
to
in
be
doubt?
more of like an inherited
I am an apostate
ability
surrounded by
because,
Chantry forces in the middle of a mage
Well,
rebellion.
yeah.
You
Cassandra
have
has
to be
been
a mage?
accommodated,
Uh-huh.
but you understand my caution.
I don't like. I wouldn't want to be a mage. I want to be a
Cassandra
stereotypical
trusts
knight.
you. She won't let
Oh, if
anyone
you want
put
to
you
be a
into a
stereotypical
circle
knight, you want to be a
against your will.
Templar.
Thank you.
Although,
I
maybe
appreciate
minus
the thought.
the addiction.
But now let us hope either the
Yeah, I know.
mages or the
No,
Templars
thanks.
have the power to
I've
seal
heard
the
that's some
breach.
serious crap.
Yeah. Okay, so now we gotta speak to the apothecary. Those birds are freaky, aren't they?
Apothecary?
Uh-huh. Potion maker.
Look who's back from the dead. Again.
Oh, you don't sound too happy this
I don't
that we're
recall
alive.
meeting you before.
Again.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't
Nice
particularly
shoulder
coherent.
pads.
Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though.
He
So,
sounds angry.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm, that's a Don for you.
He sounds like, well, aren't you just alive?
realize. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you can pay me back by fixing the wood. Name's
He,
Adar.
everything he says
I'm in
sounds
charge
angry.
of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems
And
to
you
care
think
whether we've
a
got the
dude who
supplies
makes
to
potions
actually
would be a little
do
more
that.
Well,
pleasant.
here, he'll explain why
Is there
he
anything I
might be
can
in
do
such a
to
bad
help
mood.
out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
So basically, he's the new potion master.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Varric.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot,
It's really funny that he wears this because this is basically
you go from being
exactly
the most wanted
what
criminal in
Hawk
Thedas
wears
to
when
joining
he's
the
walking around
armies
his
of
house.
the faithful.
Or
Most
she.
people would
She
have
can be a lady,
spread
too.
that out over more than one day.
No, we're at me stomach.
I'm just glad to be alive.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I'm still standing after all that.
I still can't believe you survived Cassandra. You're lucky you were out cold for most of her frothing rage.
Why was
For
she
days
angry?
now, we've been staring at
Because
the
she thought
breach,
you had
watching
murdered the
demons
Divine.
and make her
This
no
is
blood
before-
fall out of it.
Yeah.
Bad for
you
morale
did all
would
the
be an
stuff while you were
understatement.
like all chained up.
I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
It's pure luck that I escaped.
Good luck or bad? You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going.
What? He's a poet?
Heroes are everywhere.
He's a writer.
I've seen that.
This is one of the funny
hole in the
things
sky.
that you find out later is that
That's beyond
Cassandra
heroes.
is a fan of his
We're going
romance
to need a
serials.
miracle.
Doesn't know it's him or does?
Does.
And she still doesn't like him.
Well...
Look at him waddle.
Need something?
I read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Okay.
What happened to the mage who destroyed the Kirkwall Chantry? The book never said.
He fled Kirkwall with the mages from the Circle. Stayed with them a while, but he had to move on. Somehow a lot of mages blamed him for making them live as fugitives. I don't know where he is now, and I don't want to know.
Where are the rest of Hawke's associates now?
Meryl decided to look after the elves left homeless by
I
the
love
fighting.
Meryl.
She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the
Meryl,
mages
is she
and
that
Templars
She's,
dwarf?
so
she's the
far.
elf.
I
Oh.
guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Dalish clan. Fenris has kept himself busy.
Fenris is the
hunting
elf
down
with all the,
Devinter
like,
slavers
tattoos.
who came south to prey on the refugees. I'm not sure exactly where he is at the moment. You can usually follow the trail of corpses, though. Isabella went back to the raiders. She's calling herself an admiral now. I don't know if she's actually in charge or just has a really big hat. Might be the same thing, honestly. Hawk's little sister is in the Free Marches, helping some of the other survivors from the Kirkwall Circle. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job.
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Does he have mutton chops?
No, it's full beard.
Oh, okay. Even on the chin?
I think so.
No, now it's...
Maybe not.
No, now it just looks like he has this big...
Now it just looks like a big handlebar mustache.
Yeah, with like stubble, kinda.
Sturdy and warm.
So maybe.
It's perfect.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. If you find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Right.
Okay. So we have the notes for Adon. We have all the iron we need for the to fill the requisition. So we just need to get the logging camp, which is out here. Like this is, there it is. I think. No, that's a wall. But it's right there. Okay.
You're back. And in one piece.
You said you thought Master Tajan was working on something special. If it helps, I found his notes.
The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here, but he couldn't see it. You want some of these mixed up, you just give the word.
I think that this is, he gives me the...
Farewell.
Lyrium potion recipe.
Oh, he was on the verge of a breakthrough and it was lyrium potions.
The Templars.
Okay, and we can now... Our soldiers require additional weapons if they are to be effective. So we need some swords.
I know their purpose, but you remember.
Was that the soldiers cheering? That sound?
No. That was like... Okay, cutscene.
Oh, well don't we walk all open-legged?
Does it trouble you?
Eh. Well, I have a front wedgie, okay?
It's stopped spreading, and it doesn't hurt.
We take our victories where we can. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power.
Isn't that the way she sounded?
The same level of
Kind
power
of.
used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Couldn't that kind of power just make things worse?
And people call me a pessimist.
Hey, now here's the part I like.
May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
I've heard much. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
That's an impressive bunch of titles.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Some are calling you the Herald of Andraste, and that frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
They aren't more concerned about the breach, the real threat.
They do know it's a threat. They just don't think we can stop it.
The Chantry is telling everyone you'll make it worse.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Even they're calling us the Herald.
Operations. This is the, like, timed portion of the game. Yes. If Mother Giselle... Mother Giselle was last seen in the hinterlands outside Redcliffe, tending refugees who fled the fighting between renegade Templars and apostate mages.
Thank you.
The latest report suggests that the vicious struggle between the two groups has spread to the hinterlands, catching the refugees and Mother Giselle in the middle. It is vital to protect her and, if possible, restore order to the area. If Mother Giselle dies, any hope of Chantry support dies with her. My scouts will slip past the fighting, find her, and protect her with their lives. And that's from Liliana.
Yep. And that's the other.
I love her. I love everyone. Look at that. That crow has the reddest eyes.
Yeah, that's creepy.
This village is on fire. There's ice and fire, and she's just tending to the wounded.
Like, nothing's happening.
What was that noise? Was it this?
I'm itching my shirt.
No, but it sounded like a bloop.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we'd feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. We've located Mother Giselle and are trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugees until we've ensured their safety. That will be hard to do without troops to push the apostates and the Templars out of the area. Commander Cullen asked me to make inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horse master of Redcliffe, who lives in the area. We tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we have been unable to get through the fighting. Lead Scout Harding.
World of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. It's an honor to meet you, my lady. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. All of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have.
He wrote a book, a series of books called
You'd be Harding in
Hightown.
No, never mind.
Ugh.
She's probably read them though.
Oh yeah, she even admits to later, like, she's read all of Varric's books like twice.
And yet she still hates him.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We should get to business. The situation's pretty
Such an American
dire.
voice.
We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here.
Her eyes are pretty similar to ours,
aren't they? People always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse,
darker, I guess,
we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
But seriously, what a very American voice.